What's up again, reasonable people, reasonable preppers, all the preppers out there, new, old, young, just starting, been doing this for a long time. I want to say hello, welcome to the channel. As always, I am Joshua, reasonably prepared, and I'm happy you're here. Do me a favor if you're willing to, if you like my videos, if you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Nail it. It helps out the channel. We're wanting to grow, we're starting to grow, and the more people we reach, the more people we help become more self-reliant and more prepared and more helpful to our communities at large. Hit that like button, likey, and then what else was the other thing? Oh, hit the little bell notification. So if you subscribe, hit the bell, and every time we come out with a new video, you'll get notified. Thank you to all. Want to make you aware of our website. Go check that out. We have a store of gear that we like, an affiliate store, that's what it is, that we like. So go check that out. Check out the gear we like. Golly, I'm just so grateful to be able to do this and help people out. What am I doing here today? Well, I have been prepping. We have been prepping. Our family have been living a prepping lifestyle now for, decades at this point. We've had lots and lots of property. We've lived in urban environments. We live in the city. We've lived way out in the country. And because I like conversation and I like community and I like relationships, people ask me questions a lot, okay? And I help a lot of people get started. Lots and lots of people get started. And there are some trends that I see. There are some mistakes that I made. I have personally made all of these mistakes. There are mistakes that I see friends make and mistakes that I see new preppers make as they're entering into the preposphere. And let me say this, if you're not learning and you're not doing and you're not trying, that's the only way to not make a mistake. So if you don't want to make mistakes, don't do anything. But all of that being said, I want to give you three mistakes that I've made and I see new preppers make and how to steer clear of them and what to do instead, okay? I'm hoping this motivates you, this maybe takes some weight off your shoulders, maybe helps you keep from judging yourself too harshly as you're starting in and moving in to the preparedness journey, as you're becoming aware that, hey, I need to prepare for some things. We've had a lot of things go wrong in the last couple of years. So here's mistake number one I see new preppers make and how to avoid it. I'm laughing because I'm so guilty of, we've all done this, and that is buying gadgets, gadgets and doodads and bags and things like that, and A, not knowing how to use them and practicing with them, and B, buying those before more important priorities. And this is what I mean. If I had $1 for every time a new prepper came to me or a new person you talked to me about, hey, I want to be more prepared. This is what I've done. I went and got myself water storage, and I went and got myself some water purification tablets, and I got myself a Sawyer system, and I got these water tanks. And then when I ask them, how much water do you actually have stored in your house ready to drink? And they tell me 0. That means you don't really have any water. Hey, I've got all of these fire starters. I've got all of this tinder and all of these things that I've made, and I'm like, awesome. Did you go out and try to actually set them on fire and use them? Well, no, I just put them away. So many people buy bags and backpacks and neat marketing gadgets like flashlights and like multi-use things, but they don't have any food. They don't have any water. They have 0 medical supplies. I mean, not even Band-Aids, but yet they've got, the world's greatest, Hooja What's It, and it's going to save your life in an emergency. That's even if you carry it around. You know what? Buying gear's sexy. Buying gear's fun. Buying gear just feels cool. There's no lie, it does. But I do reviews on gear all of the time because gear can be useful. Got to make sure you have water. Got to make sure you have food, got to make sure you have some medical, and you want to make sure you have a plan before you even start getting into your gadgets and doodads. So don't buy gear first, hone in on food, water, medical, and it will be better prepared. Don't make the mistake I did of buying a bunch of stuff and thinking you're okay because you don't know how to use it and you don't have more important things stored up. Number 2. Here's another thing, kind of goes in tandem with number 1, and that is if I had $1 for every time people came to me, they're like, Joshua, man, I'm really feeling like I need to be better prepared for things. There's things going on in the world, and I really want, I don't know what to do about it. Should I go out and buy a whole bunch of guns and ammo right now? Hey, listen, you will not find a more dedicated Second Amendment advocate. Protecting ourselves is important. Learning how to shoot guns, learning how to hunt, learning how to protect ourselves, those are important things. But for some reason, I think it's because in the prepper world, prepper channels, prepper blogs, TV shows, like reality TV shows, we like to glamorize the idea of just being able to go out and shoot and Rambo style and tactical, everything's tactical stuff, and we put heavy priority on protecting our family and loved ones, as we should, and the things that we're prepping and owning. But the truth is, you can't drink bullets. You can't eat guns, right? Yes, I know that they can help you harvest food, but let's check out my hunting video. I already went through the fact that if we're in a grid down situation, everybody in the world's going to be trying to hunt. Competition's going to be just crazy. But firearms, defensive weapons of any kind, learning how to use those things, although are important, they're not as high on the priority list for people just starting out. So I want you to back up for a moment. Take care of your basic needs first. We all have to drink water. We all have to eat food. We all have to make sure we stay alive and are healthy. And we all have to make sure we have a plan that we can execute. So the guns are important, but don't get so caught in the weeds on should I go buy all these guns right away. We'll go over another time what type of guns to buy, but right now, if you're getting started, water, food, medical plan. Boom. Number 3 is one of the most devastating, and it's more like ethereal. It's more abstract, and that is comparing your right now journey to somebody else's further along journey. It is so easy for us, for me, to look at somebody else's place that has been, maybe they've been prepping for a decade. Maybe they've been doing anything for a decade, longer than me, and look down on myself and judge myself and think that I'm inferior and I'm not good enough, and then I start to panic because I don't have what they have. I'm not where they're at. You must be okay with your own journey. Embrace it. Embrace your part of the learning. Recognize that every one of us has our own strengths and weaknesses. And if you've got some basic cover, you've got your basic cover, your water, food, medical, having a plan, you've got those. You're ahead of most people. Trust me. You're further along than most people, A. And B, you've got your own strengths to bring to a table in a time of crisis that actually have nothing to do with, do you have all of these things stored away? You have your own career. You have your own talents. You have your own way of thinking. You have your own, you might know how to work on a car and I don't. You might know how to build a structure and I don't. That have nothing to do with how far you are in your preparedness journey, just unique to you and your own character and your own life. Don't discredit those things. So to say, hey, I'd like these things, hey, I'd like to get there, but don't judge yourself. Don't look down on yourself, and don't think that you don't have what it takes and give up because somebody else is further along than you. And because it's something we all do. We judge ourselves against other people, and which you shouldn't need to do that. So be okay with your part of the journey. Be okay with where you are now. And here we go. The last is 0.5. It's in tandem with this one, and that is don't get wrapped up in fear, paranoia. Trust me, there is plenty in the world going on that always has gone wrong. There's never a time you look back in history where something isn't going wrong. And preppers in this space have a lot of great things to say, but don't get too wrapped up in the paranoia. Don't get too wrapped up in you are so far behind the 8 ball that you almost shouldn't even do anything, but do it now anyway. And buy all of this stuff for me now. Buy. Look, there are some things you might need to buy. I don't want to demonize anybody. I do want to be somewhat polite because a lot of these extreme preppers know their stuff. They really do. But I don't want you to get wrapped up in the fear, the paranoia, the doomsday. I can point, we had 2008 recession. We're still here. Vietnam War, we're still here. Almost, market economic collapse, under the Carter administration. We're still here. COVID hit, we're still here. The silly election, we're still here. All of the, climate change and blah, 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 we're still here. Look, until the world does end, until something happens that's completely out of our control, we have authority and peace in our own lives. And we can generate that by just taking some precautionary steps, taking a deep breath. Do not live in fear. Do not do it. I'm hoping this helps you get started. My whole goal and motivation of this channel is to get people springboard into preparedness. Okay? So if this helps, let me know. Leave a comment below. Anything else I missed here? If you're on a preparedness journey, you're just starting out, let me know. I'd like to help you out. If you're intermediate or further along, what valuable information can you give in the comments below to help people get started? What do you think are important? But, I've got water, food, medical, have a plan. What else can we implement to help people out, to get them started so that they're less dependent on the system and they're not as devastated by it when the system... Blessings to you. Once again, I'm Joshua. If you've got anything else you need me to help you with, leave it in the comment below. Don't forget about the giveaway. And as always, just because you're prepared does not mean you're paranoid. Blessings.